Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. I am so pumped you're joining me today because we are diving into a topic that is literally reshaping lives all over the globe. We're breaking down a highly requested subject, and the exact title of our analysis today is Turning Japa Dreams into Reality. Full breakdown of relocation programs and long-term success. Let's just jump right in, because by the end of our time together, you're going to have a crystal clear framework for understanding exactly how global relocation works, from that very first spark of an idea to actually crushing it abroad. So, have you ever dreamed of relocating abroad? I mean, really think about it. Whether it's for better professional opportunities, a massive upgrade in your quality of life, or just building a brighter, more secure future for your family, this is a vision shared by millions of people. And hey, if this thought has crossed your mind, you are absolutely not alone. It's totally human to seek out environments where we can really thrive and grow. And that brings us to this incredibly powerful concept, Japa. Across Africa, and honestly increasingly recognized all over the world, this specific term has basically become synonymous with pursuing opportunities beyond your home country. It's this massive cultural phenomenon because it taps right into that universal urge to level up. But here's the fascinating disconnect we see in the data. While almost everyone talks about relocating, very few people truly understand the concrete pathways available. It's often mistaken for a simple leap, like, just pack your bags and go. But in reality, it is a highly structured journey. So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with Section 1, the Japa Dream. Then Section 2, exploring relocation pathways. Next is Section 3, preparation before the flight, followed by Section 4, keys to long-term success. And finally, Section 5, turn dreams into reality. All right, let's get into Section 1, the Japa Dream, beyond the basic desire to move. Moving right along to Section 2, exploring relocation pathways, finding the right fit for your profile. Okay, the absolute first thing we need to clear up is that there isn't just one single magic way to relocate. Different countries offer entirely different pathways tailored to specific profiles. There are basically 5 common relocation programs available globally. We've got work visas, study pathways, family sponsorship, business and investment, and citizenship and residency programs. So, say you have close relatives abroad. Family sponsorship might be your route. Are you an entrepreneur? Business and investment programs are out there for you. Or you might qualify for citizenship and residency through specific long-term programs. But for the vast majority of people, those first 2 pathways are definitely the most accessible. So let's zoom in on those. First up, work visas. Countries like Canada, Australia, Germany, the UK, and New Zealand are actively, and I mean actively, recruiting skilled professionals right now. It's not passive. They actually use these visas to fill critical labor shortages in their own economies. So what does that mean for you? Well, if your profession is in high demand in these regions, you might qualify for a work visa that lets you live and work legally abroad right from day one. It's a fantastic direct route if your skills are a match for what they need. Now, if that's not your fit, there is a brilliant alternative route, study pathways. A lot of people strategically use education as a stepping stone to relocate. By studying abroad, you're not just getting a degree, right? You're gaining access to world-class education, which is amazing in itself. But more importantly for your Japa goals, you gain access to post-study work opportunities. In some cases, these student visas literally serve as direct, structured pathways to permanent residency. It's a super effective multi-step approach. So here is the absolute crucial takeaway from the source material. The key is to match the pathway to your specific profile, rather than just blindly following what worked for someone else. Look, just because your friend successfully relocated via a study pathway in the UK, that doesn't mean a work visa in Canada isn't actually a better fit for your professional background. You have to analyze your own skills, your goals, your finances, and pinpoint the specific route designed for someone exactly like you. And that brings us to Section 3, preparation before the flight, setting the foundation for success. All right, so you've identified your pathway. Awesome. But success starts long before you ever board that plane. In fact, there's this massive trap that so many people fall into, which is focusing entirely on the visa itself, rather than preparing for the actual transition. The source highlights this as one of the biggest mistakes people make, putting 100% of their energy strictly into getting that visa stamp. While the visa is obviously crucial, exclusively focusing on it leaves you completely unprepared for the jarring reality of moving your entire life across the globe. We really need to pivot away from this visa obsession and focus on comprehensive preparation. To pull that off, the source outlines 4 essential steps. Think of this as your ultimate pre-flight checklist. Step 1. Understand the immigration requirements of your target country inside and out. Research eligibility, documentations, language tests. You want zero surprises here. Step 2. Build relevant skills. Remember, countries prioritize high-demand skills, so upskilling now makes you undeniably competitive later. Step 3. Prepare financially. Having a realistic financial plan for visa fees and settlement funds is literally the difference between starting fresh and starting completely stressed out. And Step 4. Learn the culture and the job market. The more informed you are about your destination's lifestyle, the smoother your adjustment is going to be. Now, let's shift our focus to the post-arrival reality in Section 4, Keys to Long-Term Success, Thriving After Arrival. Okay, so you've prepared, you've flown, and you've landed. But getting approved and arriving, that was just the opening act. Truly successful migrants don't just wing it once they touch down. They focus intensely on these 5 pillars of success. We're looking at employment and career growth, networking, financial discipline, adaptability, and long-term planning. Let's actually dig into a couple of these pillars a bit more to see how they function in the real world. Let's take a closer look at networking. Building both professional and personal relationships in a brand new country is an absolute necessity. It's not just about making friends for the weekend, it's about real integration. These connections are precisely what open doors to unadvertised opportunities. You'd be surprised how much of the hidden job market in any country is accessed purely through who you know and who trusts you. It's a huge deal. Next up, we group together adaptability and long-term planning. You absolutely must adapt to master the local systems. Every single country has different workplace cultures and social expectations, right? Being highly adaptable helps you integrate so much faster and avoid unnecessary friction. But at the same time, you have to think way beyond your first year. Whether your ultimate goal is permanent residency, starting a business, or bringing your family over, every decision you make from day one should align directly with those long-term goals. Let's pull all of this together in our final section. Section 5, Turn Dreams into Reality, Taking Actionable Steps Today. We've mapped out the theory, the pathways, the preparation, and the post-arrival pillars. Now it's time to actually transform these plans into tangible action. The core message here is super clear. The dream of relocating abroad is completely achievable, but success does not happen by chance. It just doesn't. It requires meticulous planning, informed decisions, and most importantly, it requires accurate information and professional guidance. Trying to navigate international immigration law completely on your own, honestly, that's just a recipe for overwhelming stress. And this is exactly where an expert partner comes into play. According to the source material, if you are truly ready to turn your Japa dream into reality, Travul.org can help you explore relocation opportunities, study pathways, visa options, scholarships, and travel solutions tailored to your goals. Whether you're looking at a work visa, a study pathway, or family sponsorship, leaning on a dedicated platform like Travul.org ensures your plans are structured, informed, and specifically tailored to your unique profile. Which leaves us with one final, absolutely vital question. Don't just dream about a better future. What step will you take to start creating it today? The roadmap is right here in front of you. The pathways are clear. The preparation steps are fully defined. If you're serious about this journey, take that very first step today. Maybe by checking out Travul.org to start building that future you've always imagined. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep planning, and I'll see you next time.